Hello. Today we're going to be doing the obviously case 1 carrier landing. I'm going to show you, hopefully I won't screw it up, but I probably will. So we're basically going to be learning together, but we'll try. I always turn my HMV on first, and I turn my flaps to half, and then I put the throttle to about 25%, like that. I will be doing case 1, we won't do straight in, because straight ins are pretty, straightforward. So, we'll do a case 1, or close to a case 1. I normally do my first turn about 325 to 300 knots, because you'll go to about 250, 220, no, 250, 225 from that, so just keep your on speed at about 330 until you go into the turn. Above, I normally do about 0.5 of a mile, nautical mile from the carrier. I always do it from going from the left side in too, so I'll go right in my first turn. Just fly past the carrier. You're gonna watch that label till you're about, in this case, about a mile, because we're gonna have the height factored in too. Also, those other ships are a pretty good place. Now I'm going to put my hook down, put my throttle to idle. You can press H or you can actually press it. But if you're on the mouse, I just press H. It's easier. If you have track IR, then you can press the actual button, but just watch the carrier. So yeah, we're about 215 now. Gonna put our gear down about 210. I'm gonna do one more turn around. Keep it about 180 knots. Try to lose some altitude also. My best advice I can give you for this is don't rush it. That will screw you up 100% of the time. Unless you're lucky. I'm not lucky. Go and check and make sure gear and hook are down, because you don't want to get a perfect landing and not have your hook down like I've done many times before. It's pretty sad when you do that. I'm gonna get to about 700 feet. Now I'm gonna start turning in. Gonna put our throttle to, if you land below 180 knots, you'll be good. Level it out, throttle to idle, catch the wire full of burners, and we boltered that time. Of course, bolter just means you missed the wire. Always throw your power into full burners when you land. Now I normally break off the right if I bolter, so every time I land I break off from the right. But We just didn't catch the wire that time. I probably hit the ground a bit early. Probably a bit fast too, but I've landed this thing at like 300 knots. No, about 230. No, I don't go above that. I'm not that dumb, but turn in. Get a little bit of power if you need it to. Just don't fall into the water. I'd lots rather bolter again than fall into the water after a mission I just did. Idle. And we boltered it. That was just a bad on. Just don't do that. I'm just showing you what not to do. And trust me, I'm a lot better than this normally. I'm just showing you what not to do. Yeah, main problem with most people is they're too low. Don't be too low. That'll screw you up every time. I'd rather, again, not catch the wire than run into the back of the carrier. Wait till your friends make fun of you for that one. You'll never hear the end of it. Just like that time Jake, Savage Jake 2006 YT, he'll be in the comments of this video, I guarantee you, saying something about here at the depressed kid again. Yeah, I'll never forgive him for that time he flew into a power line. Because 2.7 added power. Well, they were in the game, but they weren't hitboxes. And he flew into one thinking it wouldn't explode. I don't know why it was that low landing anyway. This is going to be an awful landing, but it's going to work. Pull up, pull up. I'd never even touched the ground. Man, this is going to be a long video. We'll break left this time. I'm also rushing it. See how it doesn't work. I'll move my camera down so you can see what stick inputs I'm doing. Turn in. Turn in for our final approach. Keep that velocity vector on the start. Full burners. Alright, we finally got it. Hook up, unlock our wings, fold those up. Anti-skid off if you didn't have that off already. Nose wheel steering. Turn over to your taxiing area. Don't go that fast. Trust me, you will die. And you are now proficient, or at least learn something, hopefully, from this awful attempt at teaching people how to do a carrier landing. But hey, I'm also gonna get how to turn off the F-18. First thing I do is unarm the ejection seat. I don't want to go flying up, and when I'm already on the ground, and restart. Radar off, INS off. That's pretty much it on that panel, unless you have lights on, but on this panel, really all you have to worry about would be up here, and you don't have to worry about anything, just put your flaps to full. Video record, just put this all at middle. Safe your master arm. Turn your screens off. HMD HUD. Turn your RWR off, dispenser off, ECM off. And then you can Alt end and right shift end. Open your canopy. And that is how to unstart or turn off the F-18. So hopefully this helps somebody, and yeah, that kind of signing out.